What's up? Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Resident Evil. Are you guys ready to do this? I can't believe there's still something else we need the armor key for. Like out here, this area is so unrecognizable from the first game. You know what I was talking about? There's like a really cool track from Resident Evil from the soundtrack. I think it was when you were here, but I don't remember. A table made of glass. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know. It's like my favorite song off the soundtrack. There's also that really cool song, like when you're down there in the hallway that leads to the sharks and stuff. Will you take the dagger? Uh-huh. A foliage plant. Someone was using the bench in place of a stand. Poor Forest. I don't think Chris gets a little cutscene like that. I think that's just Jill. And you get to see her super sexy face. That's kind of obscured with the hat and the goggles, but, you know, Julia Voth or whatever. I think she's so fucking pretty. And she's still really positive about her role as Jill. Like, you know, like I saw her play through Resident Evil, Jill's campaign on Twitch, and while she wasn't super great at it, she just kept at it. It was cool. Forrest is giving up the ghost. Looks like he's been dead for a while. Will you take the grenade launcher? Now, because you come here as Chris and he doesn't have the grenade launcher then, and he's still sitting here, I would say that canon-wise, Jill just takes this grenade launcher and leaves. So do you think that's what I should do? Because we could fight him. We just got to go get some herbs, and for whatever reason, that pisses him off. So once we go get them, we basically wake him up. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we should, just so that we can have more herbs, even though we kind of have a nice little bunch. Or not. I don't know, because canon-wise, I don't think that she would. I think that's left up to Chris. And since I already played as Chris, that happened. I guess what I should have done is I should have played as Jill the very first time when doing this. It's just that a channel that I like to watch is my buddy's channel From the Save Room, where, as the name might imply, he's played a lot of Resident Evil games. And so he played this, and he's played it as Jill. So I was like, oh, well, then I want to play it as Chris so that it'll be a little bit different, you know, and not so fresh in my memory. So that's why I played as Chris for my first playthrough. But I'm thinking maybe you should play as Jill first, then Chris. I don't know. Well, now that we have that, let's go get our acid rounds. Which I should have brought them with me. But I was thinking that I was going to go actually fight Forrest, and I wanted some space to pick up the herbs. So I want to just get these acid rounds. I think they make pretty quick work of Jan. Maybe like, man, who knows? Maybe three rounds I think it takes. Something like that. Although I think I got to deal with Richard first, right? Oh, damn it. Keep doing that. Okay, then we can put this away. Yeah. That should be enough space for whatever I'm doing. Is that door down there the piano room? Is that... I feel like that's maybe where I can go to get rid of these 2 keys. Well, I'll just do that after we take care of Richard. Because we still got that other zombie there from the beginning, and I don't want to risk killing him and him not changing, you know? You have no idea how fucking scared I am of Crimson Heads. It was like the craziest addition to this game.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
I mean, his arm, yeah, but look at his face.
Is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Yeah. You would think with as big as Jan is that his giant fucking fangs would just go like right through your arm. Like, yeah, I mean, that would hurt. You're basically being stabbed with something that's like, I don't know, that fang has got to be like a fucking elephant tusk. But it seems like none of the poison should get into your bloodstream at all. So I'm not sure how Richard could have got poisoned, unless maybe like... Nah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're implying that he got bit, but yeah, I think those fangs would go right through your fucking arm. Let's not question it. It's Resident Evil, and if there's one thing you don't really do in a Resident Evil game, it's question stuff. I wonder what would happen. Well, I was gonna say I wonder what would happen if they remade this game. Like again. Serum. There's just enough for 1 dose. Like, I know a lot of people, they're really, really negative about the more action-packed or action-orientated Resident Evils. I really like all the Resident Evil games. I can always find something to like. I guess it's just because they're a part of a series that I like. So the only thing I cannot bring myself to like is the fucking live-action movies. I'm sorry. I tried. I can't. I can't. I like the way the zombies and shit look in those. I like the way they kind of do the monsters, but I don't know. I guess I like some of the sets and stuff like that, but I just cannot bring myself to watch those movies without fucking ultra cringing. I don't know why that is. So, but yeah, like the action-oriented games, like I'm cool with that. And like I really like Resident Evil 6. I really like it because there's so many little things that are basically like nods and throwbacks to old things from past Resident Evil games, like Leon crashing the fucking cop car, like just tons of these little things that I don't know. It worked for me.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Just gonna stab this into your infected flesh.
Here's my radio.
Bravo team were the only smart guys who brought radios.
Does it ever not hurt?
All right, are you good? Oh, your arm looks gross.
I'm okay. The others.
Man, but you see the way the NECA does their aliens figures? If they would go back to making more highly detailed Resident Evil figures, they would look so fucking awesome. I think I'm just gonna have to deal with this guy. Alright, buddy. Now I'm hoping you just get blown up. Son of a bitch! Oh, I really did not mean to actually push that and waste that. That fucking sucks. You motherfucker. Are you dead? Oh, fuck. Oh, he is dead. Alright, well then I've killed him. Well, fuck balls. Now I gotta fucking burn him. I mean, I guess it's fine. I need the lighter anyway for that other stupid room. I just forgot. That's my problem. I always forget stuff. Oh, well, like I was saying. So, if they remade Resident Evil 1 as in the same way they did Resident Evil 6, like a two-player co-op game with all this, I really liked all the cool action stuff that you could do in Resident Evil 6. I love the diving and the way you could like jump backwards and lay on your back and stay there. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City tried to do that, but after you would dive backwards, you would get up immediately. And right afterwards, I was like, oh man, you should have done it the way that Stranglehold Chow Yun Fat game did it, where if you hold the button down, you stay on the floor and then you can roll around. And that's exactly what Resident Evil 6 did. And I appreciated it so much. It was really cool. I felt like I had a lot of maneuverability. And I really have a lot of fun playing Resident Evil 6. Yeah, I know the story's kind of goofy, but when the fuck is a Resident Evil story not kind of fucking goofy? So, I don't know. I'm just one of those people, I guess. I'm positive about that shit. So if they redid this game like they did Resident Evil 6, which would cause, like, I guess everyone, all the Resident Evil fans on the internet to like cry out all at once, like this ultimate blasphemy or whatever. I think it would be kind of neat, because something that was cool in those Resident Evil games was oh, I didn't get the fucking kerosene, did I? Fucking shit, I hate myself. No, I didn't. Damn it. Well, something that was cool in Resident Evil 6. I guess I'm really giving myself a lot of time to tell this fucking story. Was that you would pick a partner, right? So because it was two players, but every now and then you would meet up with other characters. So you would be Leon and Helena, and then you would run into two other players who were like Jake and Sherry. And then what would happen is that your team would get split up, and so it would be Leon and Sherry, and Helena and Jake. And this would happen a couple of times across the different teams, and it was just kind of neat, because all of a sudden you had a different player as your partner. Not a single drop remains. And I really liked that. I thought that was really fun. And every now and then you would have these like big 4-player boss fights. And I thought that they were really cool. And so if that happened with this, if that happened with this, it would just be neat, because you would have Rebecca and Chris, and then you could have Jill and, I don't know, Richard. I mean, you'd have to, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't work. You'd have to change the story a little bit, but I don't think that'd be that bad. I don't think it would be that bad, because I kind of like when things are a little bit different. I don't like when things are changed for no reason. And that's kind of my problem with like licensed movies and stuff like that. You know, like X-Men First Class. It's like, why did they make Moira McTaggart a CIA agent? She's a fucking scientist. She's like a geneticist. And they got, I think Moira was in X-Men Last Stand, but that was a different actress. They got Rose Byrne for First Class. And so they make her into a CIA agent. Like, why? What for? You already had to get a different actress anyway. Why don't you just create a new character if you wanted some tough female CIA agent or whatever you're going for, you know? I don't know. So I don't like things being changed for no reason, or things being changed like when a director's like, yeah, fuck this whole thing, or yeah, let's make a Ghost in the Shell movie, but instead of casting like at least an Asian to play this very like prolific, iconic Japanese character, hey, let's go with Scarlett Johansson. Like, just get the whitest girl on the block to play this Asian girl. Like, why? What the fuck for? I guess they figured like, well, she was Black Widow, so she wore a tight costume and kung fu the shit out of people. It's like, yes, she did, but so? I don't know. I'm not gonna have enough space for all this shit, am I? Okay, well, let's just light this up. So I don't want to kill the fat guy in here. Yeah, we'll just come back. Just a little too much backtracking for my tastes this episode. And that's why one of the reasons why I didn't pick that real survivor mode, because there'd just be so much backtracking. Well, anyways, so if they changed the Resident Evil story a little bit, that actually wouldn't bother me that much. You know, with the movies, they just change way too much stuff. Like when the second Resident Evil movie came out, I was willing to give it benefit of the doubt. Like, well, let's see where they go with this. But I don't know, making it like, yeah, Jill and Leon were partners, and then Leon got killed in the line of duty, and that's why Jill was leaving stars, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's really where I started to hate the Resident Evil movies. And then I don't even know what the fuck Resident Evil 3 was going on. It was like a desert fucking Mad Max apocalypse. It's like, dude, if you wanted to make a Mad Max ripoff movie, then just go make a Mad Max ripoff movie. Why fuck up Resident Evil with your goofy ass shit? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical or whatever. But yeah. But the way other things are changed, that doesn't actually bother me. You know, like when an anime isn't exactly the same as the manga or something like that. Because if you look at like Full Metal Alchemist or whatever, if you look at Full Metal Alchemist, that the first anime was really different from the manga, and it's still really cool. It's still really interesting. I know they made Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that follows the manga more exactly, and that's cool too. But what I'm saying is that things can be different, and I don't really want adaptations to be the same, you know, chapter for chapter or panel for panel, you know, because it's a little boring, since it's like I already know what happens. So if they change Resident Evil 1 story so that Richard was with you the whole time, or that someone was with you the whole time, that you had a partner, then maybe that would be, or maybe they could have it Wesker. Wesker was your partner, so it's Jill and Wesker, and they were together the whole time. Now, I guess that would make sense because Wesker's off doing secret things. Well, I don't know. You could split up every now and then whoever was playing as Wesker would go do the evil behind the scenes stuff. I guess. I think there's lots of ways they could go about it. What do I want to do here? We're gonna fight Jan. That's happening this fucking episode for sure. I want to get rid of these keys. I am unsure if that is possible for me to do in a safe way. I don't want to start making crazy decisions like, well, let me just let myself get bit. Ah. There we go. Ah, I was really hoping your head would just explode. Oh, that's gonna be way too hard to tell whether or not you're dead. Oh no, never mind. I can see. It looks like you're urinating, but okay, you're dead. There we go. Finally, we got rid of those fucking keys. Just gonna have to make sure to burn this guy really fast. And everyone in here should be taken care of. Everything should be fucking safe. So like months and months and months ago when I had streamed the no death, no save run with Jill, which is why if you look at the saves are red. That's why we got the costume. But when I had done that, like a lot of people were kind of watching. Well, not a lot. I mean, it's like fucking 15 people. I know that's not exactly like some sort of record, but it would fluctuate. It would fluctuate. You know, some people would leave, some people would go, but it was averaging around 15 people. And man, it's like everybody that was watching was just talking about how much they really don't like the new Resident Evils. But when Resident Evil 4 came out, I remember everybody loving the shit out of that game. And it was like, yeah, like all the kind of crazy puzzles, like that was gone. You had all these bullets, and it was so much more action, you know, focused, and you didn't even have like actual zombies anymore. And everybody loved it. But then when Resident Evil 5 came out, everybody was sort of mad. But I remember having so much fun playing Resident Evil 5. I know people are like, once something's 2 players and you have 2 people, then a game is not scary anymore. And you know, well, I guess that's true if you're playing with a friend. It's like you're not gonna get scared, but I don't think very many games are all that scary anyways. So I don't know. Like when I play Alien Isolation, I'm not necessarily scared, but I am tensed or I'm anxious or whatever. I think that's kind of a different feeling than being scared. Even though you would say that, oh man, I'm really scared. It's like, yeah, you're not really scared of dying. You're just, you know, you're nervous because the alien can't be killed and he'll fuck you up like instantly, right? Like that's what's bothering you. I don't know. So I get nervous, I guess, when I play Alien Isolation, but I'm not necessarily scared. And a lot of other games, I can't say that I'm like scared, like Until Dawn or all these, you know, I like all these games, or Outlast. I like all these games, but I'm not necessarily scared. So having another person playing with me is not going to take that away from me at all in any capacity. So I guess I guess having another player didn't bother me. I know a lot of people got mad with like Dead Space also having another person, but it's just like, I mean, I can see it from both. I can see it from both sides. You know, I can see where someone will say, "No, dude, when you're playing with someone else, you're not taking it seriously or whatever." But it's like, what isn't that? Isn't like, you know, like, all right, you and your friends, you're joking around or whatever, you're talking shit, and that keeps you from taking the game seriously, and that keeps you from being scared. But it's like, okay, but aren't you doing that on purpose? Aren't you doing that purposefully to not let yourself get scared? I mean, you know, when someone wants to watch a scary movie and they don't want to watch it alone, you're bringing someone else specifically to keep you from being as scared as you normally would, right? So if you and your friend were playing and you decided not, I don't know. I feel like you're making a conscious choice to not take shit seriously so that you don't get scared, I guess is what I'm fucking trying to say in this long roundabout way. The other thing is that I've been in other situations that I thought were pretty scary despite the fact that I was with friends. So I'm pretty sure that you could be in a scary situation and I can't go in here yet, right? I need that stupid key. We need the shield key. Wow, man, then I really skipped ahead. So that thing I was saying earlier, how we were definitely going to fight beyond this episode, I'm sorry, that was a lie. I totally lied to you. I didn't mean to lie. I just totally forgot that we needed a whole separate key for that door. The shelves are lined with wine glasses. Apparently I can't play games and talk. Either I play the game well and my commentary is like next to non-existent, or it's the opposite. Run away. Okay, big guy. I need you to come over here. So I really don't want to deal with killing you. I don't want to waste the bullets. I don't want to waste the kerosene. All right, come on. Super fast, Jill. Super fast. Get in there. Grab all the stuff. Will you take the thing? Yes, we'll take the thing. Anything else? Just more wine glasses? Get out of there. Okay. We're good. I'll just leave you to whatever you're doing back there. Well, I guess maybe someone pushed him back there. Don't worry, Richard, you just hang on. Well then, I guess we're gonna go to the fucking piano room. Oh man, I was really looking forward to having like a huge boss fight this episode. I just totally forgot all about the clock and all the shit, you know? I can't even remember if I finished the other thoughts I was saying. I know that I was saying that everyone seemed to not like the action stuff. And they didn't like having two players. But I thought that made it really fun. I don't know. When Resident Evil 6 was first being talked about, they said that, oh no, they're not going to do two players. that was just for Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 6 was going to be single player. And I remember a lot of people being like, "Yes, fucking fantastic. That's how it should be," and a lot of other people saying like, "Oh no, that sucks" and stuff like that. I don't know. And now they have that Resident Evil Umbrella something or other game that they announced was to be like a 4-player team shooter. I'm kind of looking forward to that because to me it's like, oh, so it's going to be like Lost Planet, but with Resident Evil. And I really like the Lost Planet series. Even though each game is different, I think that they're all pretty cool. Lost Planet 3 takes a little too much from fucking Aliens, but that's fine because I fucking love Aliens. So it works. It works for me. It's still a fun game, and I really like the Lost Planet series. And I would just really hate for it to die. I just feel like Capcom didn't know what to do with it. And they kept trying this or they kept trying that. So I don't know. So I'm looking forward to that team-based shooter. Like I'm totally gonna get it. I think it'll be fun to play. And I also liked playing Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, even though it's just a big fucking fan service fest. I still liked it. I liked kind of like reliving that that part of the Resident Evil series. You know, being there and hearing Hunk and you know those guys shoot Birkin and all of that stuff. I don't know. I just really like fucking Resident Evil. There's something written in the corner of this picture, commemorating the completion of the mansion. All right. Well, in the next episode, we're definitely gonna do this piano thing. Yeah. And then maybe we'll fight Jan in that episode too. It's not like it's the most coolest boss fight. It's over pretty fast, especially since we're gonna be using those acid rounds. But yeah, we're gonna do that next time. So see you later. Thanks for watching.